Alright, so the purpose of this lab is to choose and install a motherboard. So let's break that into two parts. Let's start with this first part being choosing the motherboard. So we'll click on hardware, and then we want to choose the motherboard. So on the shelf, we'll mouse over to motherboards and expand the motherboard. And an easy way to eliminate possibilities, because I think we have quite a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is to check, can it have the amount of memory needed, 64, so a 32-bit only would not suffice, right? Would not work, and it would need to have a 16 PCI Express slot. So let's just take them in turn, and your order may be different. We'll select the first one, mouse over to click on details. We get the picture, mouse to specifications. And let's scroll down to the memory. And we can see, well, what can we see? All right. Yeah, we can install, it has 4 slots for memory and 1 gig maximum. And we need 64 gigs of memory. So this one will not work. All right, so we can eliminate that choice. So let's try the second choice. Socket 775 and click on details. Click on specifications and scroll down to system memory to see if it has enough memory. This supports 4 gig of memory. Okay, so that's not going to be enough memory. So we can eliminate this choice. Let's go to socket 1366 and click on details and specifications. And we'll scroll down to the system memory section. This has 6 DDR3 sockets. Okay. And if we use all 6 slots, we can install up to 2 gigs in a slot. So 6 times 2 gig would be 12 gig. So, oh, we can do 4 gig. All right, so 6 times 4 gig would be 24 gig. And that would not suffice for 64 gigs, so we can eliminate this motherboard. So, let's try, oh, I think we just eliminated this one. Yeah, we just eliminated this one by going down to system memory and finding out it has 4 gig and 6, so 24. So that one we eliminated. Let's go to AM3 and click on the details and the specification and scroll down to the memory. And we see that there are 4 slots for memory, and each slot can take 4 gig each, so that's 16 gigs of memory, so that will not be enough. So we can eliminate this choice. We can scroll down to the next choice, motherboard socket 939. Click on details, specifications, scroll down to the memory. All right, so there are 4 slots we see. And let's see, what else do we know? Yeah, looks like, yeah, 4 times 4 looks like this would have 16 at the max, so that this one will not have enough. This motherboard socket 939 will not have enough memory. So let's try this. We'll skip over this one for the moment. We'll look at the last choice, socket 462, and we'll click on the details and scroll down to memory. And we see that there are 3 slots, and each slot can have 1 gig of memory. So that is not going to be enough memory, so we can eliminate that as a choice. And let's take our last choice, the motherboard with socket 1151, and click on the details and go to specifications. And we can see, if we go down to memory, we're in the system memory section. We have 4 slots, and if we scroll down, if they're all used, and each slot can take 16 gig. So 16 times 4 is 64, so this one will work in terms of the memory. All right, so let's go back up because we also need 16 PCI Express slot. Looks like 19, 20, 21, 22 is the range for the PCI slots, so let's scroll down to that area. And we see 22 is a PCI Express 16 slot, so that's good. So we can check for M2 sockets, it does have that. And 32 gig would not have 64 gigs of memory is not possible in a 32-bit system. So this is a 64-bit processor. So that's the process we would use to select the motherboard socket 1151.